Hey, it's me, Vicki Marie. Another day dawns and Samantha Murphy has still not been brought home to her family. Another candle I'm lighting, another morning, lighting a candle, hoping that she will be found, brought home. So that's from February the 4th, when Samantha went out running, and since then her family has not seen her or heard anything about her, except that the police have said that the mother of three, is dead. Her body still has not been found and she has not been brought home. This just can't go on. I mean, she's got to be found. Anyway, just not exactly updates, but just wanted to tell you some things that are going on. We've got Charlie Bezina, an ex-policeman, who's saying that he slams the investigators apparently over what he thinks is a major issue in the search. Let's have a look. So this was the search that they did. They did a concentrated search of the Bunyinyong area, and he's condemning it as some sort of just a show. You know, it does sort of feel like that, like the police, they came out and said they were doing that search. Anyway, he said, I don't want to just go through everything. So it was a very short-lived search. Search crews, a week ago, search crews returned to the Bunyinyong bush south of Ballarat. Sorry. Since February the 22nd. And images, they invited some camera crews in there. So they were manipulating the scene. Images from the search captured cadaver dogs, cops on motorbikes, and dozens of officers on foot preparing to scour the terrain. Now, there is a man, 22-year-old Patrick Oren Stevenson. He is in prison. He has been charged with her murder, but her body is still to be found. So apparently, despite the vast resources, the search was short-lived, with police abandoning efforts at 2:30 p.m. after just 8 hours. And Mr. Bezina, this is Charlie Bezina here, he told Daily Mail Australia he'd expected more from investigators and described it as a show pony search. There were no line searches. Well, if there were no line searches, it's pretty pointless, really. And they didn't even get the SES involved. From the outside looking in, you might think it was just a PR stunt, he said. The search looked uncoordinated. It didn't make sense. And he was also surprised that the police decided to halt the search so soon. And he claimed that their decision to stop the search hours later had backfired on them, because pressure is now mounting for officers to bring closure to the Murphy family. It does feel like that. I think, people can't believe that she hasn't been found yet, I think. Anyway. But a Victoria Police spokesman told Daily Mail Australia it was a real search. Shane Patton revealed on the radio that investigators were searching again, but the location of that search was not disclosed. But it was revealed that Australian Federal Police technology detection dogs had been brought in. And the police also admitted they've been carrying out small-scale searches as part of the investigation for weeks. So Mr. Bezina said the whole investigation has been bizarre, to have the Chief Police Commissioner getting involved and contradicting investigators is highly unusual. So on Tuesday, they admitted there were no new developments on locating Miss Murphy's body, but the investigation was ongoing. Oh, Sam, if only you could speak and tell us where you are. So, the police, Mr. Bazzina, has said that the murder proceedings will continue to court even if they don't find her body. It might diminish the case a little bit, and there'll be no cause of death. But we've had convictions without bodies before. It will be based on circumstances. She went running, she never returned. This is out of character. Well, it will be based on more than that. I mean, they'll have other evidence, they just haven't got the body. So he said that if no body was found, it eliminated the possibility of finding evidence such as DNA that could link the alleged killer to her body. So the priority for police is to find the body first so it can be returned to her family, then for causation, then for evidence, he explained. Now, the police, I don't know, I like this sort of criticism, but because whatever they're doing, you can be sure they'll be trying to find Samantha's body, and we may not understand the way they're doing it. And even Charlie, I know Charlie has been in the police force and he's a respected member of the police force, or ex-member. He's not privy in this investigation to exactly what's going on. Okay, so that's just one little bit of information. Now, interestingly enough, the sort of Crocodile Dundee type bushcraft expert, Jake Cassar, he's been back in Ballarat volunteering with the ground crew. This is the organisation that's got a Facebook page, and you remember there was a little bit of controversy over Sausage Gate, etc. Anyway, he's back there, trying to recover Samantha's body since Monday. We've been trying to ascertain which areas have and haven't been searched, and we're planning our searches based on that. We also have direct communication with a person with an archaeology and anthropology background to identify whether or not any bones that we find are human. I'm mega grateful for this, as it saves time, effort, and helps us to not waste the police time, who I'm sure are still doing everything they can to get answers. We've covered a fair bit of ground in the last couple of days, but again, we're looking for experienced hikers, prospectors, scent tracking dog handlers, and the like to join us on Thursday. We're meeting at Eureka Stockade Park at 9 a.m, where we will brief the group on search areas, safety procedures, and policies around not interfering with potential crime scenes. I'm going home on Friday, so I'm really hoping to get a result for Samantha's family and the Ballarat community before then. So that's good. They're carrying on their searches. Let's have a look at some photos. Oh, that's, what are these? Oh no, these are other photos. So Jake is back there doing his best. Everybody's trying to help. And the police seem to be sort of quite happy letting people do these sort of searches. I think that's because they don't feel that she's there. Where the police are doing their small searches here and there in areas that they think they actually might find something, but they don't seem to mind if people go out and look at places where the police evidently don't think anything will be found. So anyway, I think I've got one more thing to read out to you. There's really no news. This again is about Jake just giving an insight into the conditions on the ground. So he said they need all hands on deck. And of course, they have to think about safety first. You want to make sure you're not getting other people lost, injured, or bitten by a snake in the area. It's incredibly thick scrub throughout that area, and it's an area that hasn't been backburned for probably at least a decade. So our searches, we need to make sure they're well coordinated, as the search was that they did before. A big community search with a couple of hundred people. And Mr. Casal said finding anything would be incredibly important. It may be the earbuds, the mobile phone, anything which can give the authorities the information they need to be able to really reopen that search and get the professionals in there searching as much as they can. Someone has got to know something. This is what they keep saying. Someone has got to know something. You know, but do they really? Does somebody have to know something? Maybe only he knows. Come on, Patrick. I cannot believe that he's just keeping all this to himself. It just seems so cruel. So we just need to leave no stone unturned, Jake said, and just continue going until we find something so that we can give answers to the family. And then it just goes on to talk about that search the other day. So that's where we are. Another day dawns, or here in Spain, the day's dawning. Another day dawns, another day where Samantha has not been brought home to her family. Another day of torture for her 3 kids who, it's bad enough that they're coping with the fact their mum is never coming back alive. But at least if they can bring her back and give her a decent burial, say goodbye, just know she's not lying out there in the bush somewhere. It's cold comfort, but it's some comfort. Okay, so I hope you have a good day and take care. Remember to live and love wisely, carefully. Until I see you again, may your God go with you. Goodbye.